待って、ボールあった？
will be winning money, so everyone is a winner in there, but first place ends up deciding that, and this is per the individual matches, and it's cumulative. It won't carry over through the sets, but they're still taking it home at the end of the day, so definitely want to get into the top 4 to bump up that score.
Yeah, that's right, and that is every game per match. We have
気づいた。なんでコンバートしかない？
Sports is going to be divvied out between everyone competing, but come on, with the amount of games that's going on today, this is incredible.
Yes, that is across 12 of matches total, so tons of chances to win prizes from all of these guys. Let's take a look at the roster and all the teams who will be competing and give you guys a quick little overview. The Chicken Champions led by El Ruby, Sunshine Soldiers, got that one right. Suzy, Damian, and Achin represented as the captain. Funky Fighters with Oya, Harabu represented by Lachlan.
But we gotta give some love to the Ravens Revenge. You can see them up there, Little Whip Warriors. We already kind of touched base with Ninja. Llama Record, we talked about a lot coming up here. Of course, the Fish Fam, who's gonna be led by Scissors.
And these are some of the to go through, run, and qualify. A lot of them have had the world run, or not world run experience, excuse me, but in those death runs where they were doing the qualifications. But there's also some combat aspects. So we've seen Sky Station Showdown before. You know, there's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say advantage, but there might be a little more at home. You're actually firing bullets, building out, and trying to get those rotations in.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot underestimate any of these teams. These guys grind, and they all play Fortnite. But let's go ahead and take a look at the format here, so we can kind of see a run of how they take these victories.
So now the VIP will be those creative tactics. They have to be the one in the capture point, uncontested to score points. 3 points per second in the initial hills, and then the first team to 1,000 points, or the highest scoring team by the end. And also, the creative captains will be wielding the Infinity Blade.
That Infinity Blade will be important because they have to get to the capture points, A, B, and C, which will give 3 points a second, and then 7 minutes into the round, B opens up where you will get 12 points a second. That is what you want to run for the points to be on the map. That's your comeback, or that's your
You'll see a lot change when that opens up. Now we're going to go with an overview. For those of you who are unfamiliar and didn't get to watch the summer block party, we got see, catch us up.
This map is a collaboration. Keep it wall. Let's break it down.
あ、終わられた、終わられた、エリアが行くって、エリアが行くって、あかんって、あかんって、あかんって、あかんって、あかん。待って、ポートバイトある。もう車を捨てよ。ダメ。
Hold up. Did I say three capture circles? Actually, there's a fourth one. Partway through the match, the fourth capture circle in the center of the map will open up and will award 4 times more points per second than the others. But with high reward comes high risk. After each match, teams will be ranked based on how long they held the capture circles and earn overall points based on their rank in that game. Those points will be added to the overall leaderboard, and at the end of these matches, the team with the most points wins. Let the showdown begin.
Love seeing that. How the teams can go about playing. Knowing the rules now, seeing the map, seeing the teams.
あ、ダメだ？ダメてないな、生きてんな。
I'm just shifting drifting towards Raven's Revenge here.
あ、やべ、来た。
Their entrance has really swayed me.
They definitely had a lot of confidence down there. Gotaga can be very competitive at a drop of a hat. My team to watch, the longest Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex JJ Carnifex. You heard him talk about it. 3 competitive veterans and a very aggressive German. That's a combination that I want to see on Skype. Now we've done a whole bunch of talk.
死んだ。あれ消えた。
100 health and shield, so he's sitting at the 200 mark. On top of that, Siphon is on.
あれ
Get an elimination.
あれついてビデオスクリームってあるわけよ。さっきゲームやってたさ。で、ロード側をさ、ボタン一つ押すだけで、この画面にできるわけよ。で、これで応援しようってこともできる。この画面だけで。どっちがいい？見やすさで言ったらこの画面。お、お。
Yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you, but the Llama record was completely pushed off of their points. And now we have Ninja who's going in with the Infinity Blade. What a player to wield this one right here. Oh, he's getting pushed back. Looks like he doesn't even want to get eliminated. He wants to do as much damage as possible. But is that effective?
I think you just kind of reset and you go, or you get up there and you start swinging. The 75 damage hit will be able to take it down. The Llama Record Company established
ともや YT って ID でしょ。
Now what's going to be
違う。
interesting to me
え、なんて
is how
ID
the
いる？
players utilize the building. You start with 50
ともやって
wood,
ID。
and then if you get an elimination, you get 25 wood directly into your inventory. So if you're able to kind of eliminate out and put pressure down, you can get some ridiculous builds.
やばいな。なんか一箇所。
Yeah, this is actually a neck-and-neck race right here in the early game so far. Fish Fam, Chicken Champions, and Raven's Revenge are all trading spots at the moment. And uh-oh, Sunshine Soldiers comes right on in to wipe that up and get them out of there. Nice job for Stewart.
And look at the Cuddle Crew across the way, just now getting their first points because they've been contested the entire time, whereas Llama Record Company has only had one team coming up towards them. Another thing to note, let's talk about the loadouts here, Monster. What are they rocking?
They're rocking everything that you can get in the game.
あ、ともやいるやん。
Up to that hunting rifle, so you have the long range, you have the close range, you have the AR. You kind of just pick and choose your battle.
おいや弱ー。死んだ。
You're missing that the Infinity Blade wielder does
ともや
not
死んだ。
have will be 9 impulse grenades, so everyone has a bunch of mobility
お
to
い
be able to
すごい荒れとん
You
な。
see right there, Scissor's able to cut down a bunch and get a decent amount of timing. Let's take a look at the score. Little Whip Warriors climbing up, but it is
多
only
分
a
これあれよ。
5-second
なんか新しいモード。
in their building on it.
忍者復活しとる。
Right now, not a lot of points have been scored.
あれよ、これ復活式のやつだと思う。この中で誰がポイント高いのかってことで、多分これこっちでしょ、
Yeah,
1位
this
の
is。going way better than I expected.
1位
There's
多分
no
これ
one
よ。
dominant team so far. But the Little Whip Warriors are doing so great right now.
忍
There
者
goes
チー
Ninja
ムで
and
1
he
位だと思う。ほら。
traded
1位、
out.
2位、3位で分かれ
Raven's
て。
Revenge kind of takes it back over. We'll go top
魚
of
誰
the
か
squad
知ら
and
ん。
manage to hold it down for long enough to get their
多分さっき言った人だと
you
思
know,
う。
points in. Don't forget, he has to clear out the point. If there's someone on it, you're not going to get anything.
Right, and as soon as you're up
ど
there,
この
keep
プロゲーマー所属してんだこの人。
exposed
いつもに
the
ね
entire map.
今実際によくやっとんの。
You can see Alrubius going in, but the double pack plus the Infinity Blade wielder of Hand of Blood. This Llama Record Company team is looking to go
すごいラ
with
グ
a great defense of their point.
There it is, very nice. Finally starting to earn some points, trying to break that, triple digit Hand of Blood. Little fun fact right there. His dog Falco
Llama
is
team.
Germany's second biggest dog influencer on
DJ ラ
Instagram.
マだったっ
That's
け
impressive,
本
but
当
I
の名
wonder
前
who the first biggest is now. That's like
なんかこれあれやチームごとにいたよ鶏
But one thing I do want to note for Hand of Blood, look at the
フィッ
elimination
シュマンがいないフィッシュマンがいない
already sitting on 7
あ
and
死
being
ぬなこれ
aggressive.
ほ
As
ら
the more he gets that siphon going, the better he's going to be. But the Chicken Champions come out on top there. No tender defenders are going left. Able to hold
チ
the
キンの
top
チーム
and
多
now
分これよ
crawling their way back up there. They're
だ
only about like
これ多分
10
チキンの
seconds
チ
or
ー
so
ムよ
behind the Funky Fighters.
Dude, wait
ケ
a
ロ
second.
ロっている
Where
よ
did the Funky Fighters come from? Suddenly they're
Keroro.
at the top here.
Keroro
And the
軍曹
Little
じゃない
Whip Warriors have not managed to earn any points. Sunshine Soldiers looking to
軍曹いるよ
ruin that festival up top.
ともや
It's Tomoya. we touched with him with Pookie early
トモヤ
on.
は
He
ディ
said,
スコ
you
チ
know
ー
what,
ム
he chose his players, you know, specifically because they're great at depth runs,
い
but
や
it looks
ね
like
デ
they
ィスコ
battle
チー
it
ム
out too.
They're doing a very good job of making sure they
忍者あれや4位になっとる
patient, doing everything he
あなた
can.
忍者とトモヤどっちで応援だや
Want to commit before his teammates are there. He's waiting for Kuzu. There they are. Kuzu coming up with him as well. The fight is on, but we switch back over to
多分
Scissors, just
適当やと思う
chopping it down. But the fish fam is a sushi there as the retake happens.
That is actually crazy. Watch him kind of wait there,
あ
prepare
俺い
the
つ
hand.
いう名前に
Team
プ
comes
ロ
up
ゲーマ
and
ーに
they
なった
collapse on the point, and bye-bye fish fam.
And notice they had enough mats to completely
お前 YR さんあれ分身使ってよ多分 YR さん分身使ってる
Straight up to just stall out a couple every seconds because every second matters. As you see Kuzu also on 8 elims right now. The sword players putting in work.
We have a bit of
多
a
分
tie
適当に分け合えてんじゃなくてあれやと思うランダム戦やと思う ランダムで分けられて
And I like seeing the funky fighters using impulses out of spawn. You get 9 of them, so it's great to throw it off to knock other people off the point, but use 3 to get a little faster. These guys are all
俺
very
いつも言ってた呼ばれ
experienced
た
in
知らん
every part of creative and
知らん
story
俺
out,
知らん
so
よ
they can use those
でも楽しそうやなこのモード
get themselves
普通に出してほしいわやりたい面白そう
Suzu go down, Scissors go down right there as Lachlan
忍者チーム
is just
3位に戻ってき
cutting
た
them apart. But Tomoya again, the
すげ
funky
えな
fighters come out on top with the Infinity Blades at least, so no points going over right now to the Cuddle crew.
Oh no, the Cuddle crew does not have the Infinity Blade wielder here, so Clytex has to kind of hold it down for now and wait until the leader, the team captain, can get up to the top. If Lachlan gets there in time, he might be able to.
これ
but
落下ダメージある
lose their point
の
of
ある
interest, unfortunately.
忍者死んだぞ
Goes up,
おい
it goes straight
画面
back
変わった
down.
瞬間
Now
忍
there's
者
some
死んだ
matchups
ぞ
up on the edge, so Raven's Revenge gonna have to wait a little bit before they get points, but have full control. And Gotaga unfortunately breaks some of his teammates' build there with the Infinity Blade.
Yeah, you see Chappie. Chappie's from, you know, the USA. His favorite aspect of creative mode is actually 1v1 build fights. So this is why they're doing pretty good right now. And they kind of close it up. Looks like the Cuddle crew has come back, but the Fish Fam is here to ruin that entire party. Can they shut it down? And Scissors survives just for a bit more.
And again, you see every single time the Funky Fighters go up, it is never a solo person. It is always 2, most of the time 3. They get control and then they immediately box up. But while we've been talking about them, let's check in back with the scoring as we're now right around the 3rd mark in a minute out from that 12-point per second circle. And Ninja's team, the Little Whip Warriors, are Little Whipping all over as Tomoya goes up, comes back down, and the Shing Shing was not enough. Cuddle Crew takes him down.
Actually love that strat. You don't see anyone else really utilizing the dive straight up into the air to kind of disengage off the pressure. Ninja's doing a great job chopping up here. He's already at 8
忍
limbs.
者
That,
チームは
never mind, make that 9. That was Gotaga who went down right there. And they finally get another run at, you know, advancing the lead here.
And they are slaying out, too. You
Yes.
see every single one of them almost to the double-digit marks. But Taco, hello. That was your head. Yeah, you got to be careful because, hey, if all you're doing is sitting there rifling, that's fine. Somebody's going to take a hunting rifle and make you pay. Lachlan goes up. MSYP is just behind him, and Lachlan is able to take that one over. Kaz is trying to do everything he can, and he does get Lachlan. So good delay coming out from there, but opening up about a 20-second lead. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Middle point is open. That's 12 points per second, and right off of the bat, we see Cuddle Crew heading towards the impulse is going out.
あ待って忍者さん飛んでったぞ
Jump from Ninja, not quite gonna get it. As
あ帰ってき
Rubius
た
and Hammer in the circle right away. Rubius under fire, but Ninja under fire. Who will take it? Rubius has the better sword on the day, and then immediately taken out. This is chaos.
Whoever's the last one here is probably going to be the most successful. But remember, you need your sword wielder. Your captain has to be there. If Lachlan isn't there, it's not even worth fighting for. So Claytex doesn't care. He's trying to pick up that Elim counter. And he's on it. He's playing some good defense there. Down goes Hand of Blood. No points for the Llama record anymore. They actually use that. Just a couple seconds put them all the way back up to 2nd place.
And 2 of the Cuddle Crew right now have combined for 31 eliminations, but they're not converting it into points. They're currently sitting at the bottom. 189 Little Whip Warriors do still have a lead, but it's already been cut down. And just as I said, with the middle hill, Funky Fighters almost take it away.
昨日初めて
Rare
昨日
goes
プロゲ
right
ーマー
on
になりました
over.
YR
You
です
see any amount of time in that middle hill is so
昨
easy.
日じゃねえやろ
Loving that little strat right there. They hold a point, then aim
Tomoya
out to where these
さん死んだ
players spawn in and kind of move in from, just kind of pressure them
おっ
back.
と
Yeah, so that's when you need somebody with a hunting rifle to start taking shots and saying, hey, pick on somebody else. If you look this way, you're going to have to respawn. Because if you can get tags, great. But if you don't convert them and into anything, it's not worth it. As I just kind of stuttered because Carnifex is sitting on 23 eliminations. Hand of Blood on 14 right there. That's why the Llama Record Company is ahead right now.
Yes, and they were using that bonus on Capture Point D, which is right in the middle. It only appears after the 7-minute mark. So now that we only have 5 left in the game, it's up to whoever can hit that 1,000 first or the timer runs out. But at this pace, I think the Fish Fam, the Funky Fighters, or the Llama Records are probably going to take it here.
Yeah, the Sunshine Soldiers are also racking up points quickly. What's interesting to see is the Fish Fam are pretty much now uncontested as everyone has tunneled in on that center hill. But once you get later into the game, when you need to kind of go up a little bit more, consistent points end up winning out because everyone will turn their attention to the impulse is going down there. Random rifle shots, builds 24/7 because they see that tick happening. And look, as I said, all the sword players are down there, 2 of them going off, attack shotguns being thrown up. Walls everywhere, but it doesn't matter. Points aren't being scored right now.
Yeah, they're trying so hard to get all the bonus points that the Fish Fam is just like stealing away the lead right now. But also, remember, if their teammates pick up elims, you get matched straight to your point. It's your inventory. So they're able to fortify up there, and that's why they're just slowly growing.
And you can actually fortify to prevent the impulses from going in or make kind of a wall to toss it in. As you see, Hand of Blood picking up his 16th elim, but hey, Scissors is chilling.
Yeah,
Pumpernickel it up, man. Pumpernickel it up. Yeah, let him know. Let him know. There we go. He's saying, hey, you guys will stick to our strategy. Contestant there is right away. They go up, but all 4 of them, you don't want to run into this. They're ready and waiting. They know they have the lead right now.
Oh, he's holding a trophy.
Look, he's looking around, he's telling them to let him know, man, and that's what it's all about. They've opened up a 100-plus point lead, but no contention, because everyone is tunneling on the bottom.
And I like this now. Now they're turning their attention outwards. Other teams kind of realize, wait a second.
Like, what can you do in this instance? They see the other scores. That leaderboard is running for them. What they have to do, if you're the Llama Record Company, you hold the middle and lock it down for that time. And then the second you get the lead, start running at the Fish Fam. Don't let them come anywhere near any point. Nobody else is going to catch you unless they get the middle. Everyone's attention is there right now. And the Llama Record Company now has the 100-point lead back in the span of just 10 seconds.
And let their guard down one time, and suddenly Llama Record takes the lead, as if Fish Fam wasn't just farming all those points. Nope, Fish Fam no longer have a free point. It is up to everyone to stop the Llama Record Company here, because Hand of Blood has 17 elims, and he's going for the middle now. He's got his team ready. Let's see what's he going to do. Hits the vent, goes right in, nice and sneaky. Oh, he's still waiting. Look at the big brain plays. Comes out the collateral right there, and it's all his. The center point is his to earn points now, Sundown.
It's so close. It's just a few more
Gotta
kicks. That would be
stop him.
it. One more goes over, and that's it. Llama Record Co. takes the first match. Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex JJ, and Carnifex are your match 1, set 1 winners right there. Incredibly impressive coming out. Well-executed gameplay, and they say, Scissors, you can hold that L instead of the trophy. Don't celebrate too early.
It's the World Cup Creative Finals. Every game is worth so much money as well, so much prize. So to take a victory off the bat, you have to be feeling great. And that was your fan fave to pick.
I mean, they had everything going in. They're incredibly confident, but they had to make sure they were able to get it. You can see the last few moments, they'd already boxed themselves up after clearing out the Funky Fighters, who were the only other contestants. The Funky Fighters actually also passed the Fish Fam in the last moment, which is huge in terms of not only the prizing, but what will end up being potentially a llama in the end.
That's right. That is right. Loving this replay right there. The let's goes, the energy is real. You can clearly see the excitement. That was a great game to watch.
It's fantastic. Honestly, I love Sky Station Showdown so much because I think there's a level of depth there, right? Everything is wood, so you're able to like kind of hit through it, and the Infinity Blade comes through all of it right away. But the Infinity Blade wielder doesn't have the ability to build, needs the support from his teammates. So you saw the people who were roaming in packs of 3 and 4, incredibly successful.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. The Cutter Crew was like slaying legit so many elims, but not a lot of points. And that's because playing that split game, it's not going to work out.
You have to convert it into control. It is a control the point game mode, and if you're not doing that, the other players are going to be doing that, as you saw right there. And what was unfortunate then for the Fish fam is they got contested twice in a row right after and just couldn't get reestablished. They couldn't group together in those long spawn lines like you were talking about. I mean, they can be painful.
Yeah, you know, I was rooting for Raven's revenge, man. I might have to jump on the Llama Record Company bandwagon.
Bandwagon it? Really? One match?
Just one, dude.
One match? That was quick. All right, well, he jumps on the bandwagon. We're going to jump on over to Pookie, who has an interview for us.
多分これチームランダムだよね。
Thank you so much, guys. I am here down on the arena floor with our champions here. We have the Llama Record Company. Now, have any of you ever played this? Let's go to you first.
Yeah, we had a few training sessions yesterday and we were totally dominating the game mode. So, I mean, we are by far the best team here. And right now, we feel very confident, yeah.
Well, you certainly played, like, you came a little bit from behind there. So your strategy was kind of like to get those points that are slower occurring at the very beginning, and then kind of go into the middle and kind of start dominating near the end. Who made that
実
call?
際のこっちのワールドカップやんじゃん。
I mean, that was pretty much me, yeah. Like, we know that at 7 minutes, like, the middle just opens up and you get like 12 points a second instead of 3. So, yeah, we decided to work on that. We weren't that good at first, but we got a strat going. So, yeah, it went pretty good.
Speaking of strategy, are you going to carry that into the later games? You're going to change it up?
We're just going to do the same thing. Hopefully no one follows us.
I mean, now all of your competitors have heard you say that, so we might have to discuss strategy a little bit when the microphone gets turned off. Now, finally, for you over here, how does it feel being here, playing in front of this massive audience?
It feels amazing, like it's just a dream coming true.
Thank you. And for you over here, you've traveled all of this way to just be here, be at the World Cup. Is it surreal? How do you feel about it?
It's an experience. It's really nice. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
and we love Spandau.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk about that. You guys got to educate me on that. Not sure what that is. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations on taking the first game. Casters, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Llama Record Co., Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex, JJ, and Carnifex taking the very first match of the Creative Finals, the first match on the stage. I mean, it was an impressive format. They clearly had a strategy they wanted to execute on. It took them a little bit to get there, but over the course of the game, they were consistently accruing points.
Yeah, I should have known last night they were going to do good. Saw them on the hotel lobby. They were hanging out, literally as a crew. One of the only creative teams that I saw sticking together like a squad. Should have put my money on it.
Like I said, bandwagon. It took less than one match in an interview, and he was like, oh, yeah, I'm fully on board.
I'm
no
so
problem.
convinced.
Hey, it's all good. This set has been so exciting. I mean, who are you looking out for? Who can contest them? And what do you think the next step is to shut them down? They say, hey,
配
we have a
信の
game
途中
plan.
で画質は変えれへんよ、多分。
How do you go challenge them?
I mean, honestly, we saw a lot of that team play out of the Fish fam, right? You wait for your Infinity Blade wielder to come up and then get the team to back them up. You have to work together. And remember, when you catch an elimination, you get mats for it so it can help you build.
Yes, mats and the health back, but the first match is done. The second match is kicking off right now, and we will have a pretty good idea of where we're going. I'm excited to see if they can repeat, and now the second match is underway, and right away you can see some players sprinting out, some opting to take some hunting rifle shots as Lachlan grabs that Infinity Blade and goes straight up. And you can see you can actually make it to the top if you hit the vent, jump, and then jump again. 2 jumps right away. Fish fam and chicken contenders. God, awful. Chicken champions. Apologies.
Tenders, chicken what? You trying to eat some
Tender defender, chicken tenders. I know, my fault.
All right, here we are. So this time around, the Sunshine Soldiers actually managed to get some points off the bat. Very good for them. Same thing we saw before. How to take, you know, a little bit of the first big step here.
I mean, Ninja, it knows those jumps. He's able to get around incredibly efficient, up to the top right away. But the early tack fights coming out the way, able to root that one there, but then Tyler trades it right back out. And what's really is important here is about establishing control as a team. You want to stay together and just get your momentum rolling as Ninja goes up, followed quickly by the Little Whip Warriors. Ninja goes first, gets 1 elim, gets 2 elim as they swarm from both sides. So Ninja was up 2 from the back, 1 from the front. That was a very well coordinated retake.
Love how they did that, and now they're all holding it together. Kaz holding down the backside, keeping these players off the ramp. But it's Gotaga's squad who's coming up the top here. It's Chappy, and Gotaga dives right on up into it, and doesn't matter. He just gets taken right down. This is what you need to do here.
これってリーダーが忍者って意味なのかな。インフィニティブレード持ってるから。
And then 2 for Ninja with the Infinity Blade as Helldock is immediately spraying
No,
down
they're
shots,
good,
making it
right?
just a little bit more
Cocktail.
difficult. But boom, there come the hunting rifle shots, and Helldock is taking shots as well. Out of builds, it needs to back up and use his team there, and Gotaga goes straight up.
Oh, they need some builds for their backside because they are getting sniped straight out of that spawn point there. It's Raven's Revenge who they're just kind of gatekeeping at the moment, right? Look at Chappy's like, dude, I can't even go up right now because the team is up there.
It was a good challenge, and he did some damage, but Ninja was all over it. Now already up to 4 Elans, opening up a 60-point lead, but have to keep an eye on the other parts of the map as the Chicken Champions are doing their best to hold the top. Kaz finally gets taken down, but 5 Elans on his first right there as Ninja challenges back up. Will he be able to clean that one up? And he does, but Chappy's on the other side. Slam goes down right away, but now we're over on board with your match 1 winners, the Llama Rekiko, and they're already slaying out as well. 12 Elans for them, but 0 on Handle, which is actually efficient, assuming he doesn't need the health, will have the sword regen going through, but he can't use the builds, right? So yeah, other people need him.
He can't build, he also can't get hit right now, so he needs to be careful because he is 1 shot away from getting taken out here. But someone dives right on up, he has to put that pressure down, and it's the Chicken Champion to make a quick end of him. And it's their turn to start accruing points, but no, Chicken Champion leader goes down there.
Good attempted defense from Carnifex, was able to trade out 1, but now we have 2 swords up top. Gotaga and Lachlan just trying to beat each other up. Gotaga comes out the winner of that one. Other Cuddle Crew team does pick it up there. Just remember, it's 3 points when you're standing in the circle. Uncontested, it has to be the VIP in there. When we hit 7 minutes, there is the 4th circle that is 12 points per second.
Yeah, this is definitely very intense for Tomaya here, who again has no health. The Funky Fighters are trying to get that dominant lead they had in that game 1. Can they get it? Ooh, knows he's on camera there, gives a little bit of a taunt. And uh-oh, is he going to challenge? No, stays back, says, you know what, points are more important right now. He's just focusing in on the points here.
And you can see the Funky Fighters trying to prevent that ramp coming up. It's very efficient to just immediately, as soon as you come out, have 2 team members ramp up into the left, to the right, so you can get up to the 1st level. However, the Infinity Blade will break that in 1 shot, and you have a ton of rifle ammunition. All of these guys being maxed out on ammo.
These are all the spawn points. You can actually see the banners hanging, so you know if you really want to focus in and kind of shut down a team, you totally can. And Llama Lords are not doing great this game.
No, and this was the double jump I talked about. Ninja goes straight up. That's the first Elam. He's going to be able to point his camera, go up, and challenge as soon as the team decides, but instead, going to save that jump to be more impactful. Raven's Revenge trying to get pushed out right here. Gotaga and crew doing everything they can, but Taldock is going up the back. Chappy gets taken down for Ninja's 8th Elam, and he jukes him out, going straight back up top. Gotaga, does he have the health to take it? First swing comes through, and Ninja goes down.
Yeah, he just needed another Elam to put him back in the game. You gotta get that second bonus. You don't get the heals. It's really rough. Because, you know, the heal time is kind of slow.
It's very slow. You can see the tick going up there. It's not something that you're going to be able to rely on, particularly when other players are getting the siphon off. If they're the ones trading out the shots, they can quickly change HP, and those are long animations. But look at the challenge. The 3 different teams going up, and now it's just the Fish Fam and the Cutter Crew. Lachlan doing everything he can. Sand goes down, tries to create a little bit of space, gets the headshot from Suzu, and engages. Cuddle Crew finally getting a couple points here. It's been pretty rough for them so far. On this map here, can see this struggle just a bit. The story has definitely been Ninja's supreme dominance so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no health, says, you know what, I'm not going to give away 3 points. Might as well go for it. He was so close. Yeah,
I thought Ninja cut
on the story, knowing they only need a couple more shots to get it as we switch back on over to the Cuddle Crew, who've established themselves there, but are still struggling to kind of get the points. The first time we're really seeing them all together, but Clydetex immediately gets ripped from the spawn.
Yeah, Lachlan's team needs to represent. There they are. They're finally starting to score it up. He's got a couple of eliminations. You can see X Sandy here 16 elim, so definitely has
お、
some
ともやさん来た。
They need to figure
お、勝っ
out
た。
the game plan because they're getting elims and putting things together. They have some
わあ、
they're
死
just
んだ。
not getting the right hill time. Maybe it's go somewhere else. You don't
やっぱイ
always
ンフィニ
have
ティ
to
ブ
go
レー
to
ド
the point that's
使いに
directly
くい
in
ん
front
だ
of
な。
you. Go contest someone, or maybe just
って
go
言うけ
mess
ど。
with somebody at their spawn, delay them so they don't rotate towards you. Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you can send somebody to deny them. Just know that player is
とも
coming
やさ
back
ん2位で
over
忍者
and
チームが
over
1
and
位。
over with likely more
忍者
resources.
チーム1位、ともやさんチーム2位。チキンはわからん。
Look at this. The Little Whip Warriors approaching the 400 point mark. And in just 1 minute, that new point capture D will be unlocked in the center of the map.
And while they have a solid lead right now, just under 150 points, that disappears in the blink of an eye. That's about 15 seconds uncontested in that middle hill. That's just how valuable it is. But we saw the shift in gameplay that everybody funneled it right away, and then the Fishman were able to get back up. But after that, the cycle back in, and the center point became the focus in where the win was taken. And right now, Rama Record Co., you said they were struggling at the start. They're doing fine right now in second place, Monster.
They're definitely creeping their way right back up. They're about to hit that 300 point mark there. Here we have Svenos just on the point by himself right now, waiting for Hand of Blood to come on up, hopefully. And again, no surprise.
エピック側で配信してるのより自分なんかが見てるのはやっぱちょっと遅いんやね。は？遅いね。ママあれやで、とりあえずエピック側が配信してるの YouTube でも日本側応援してきて、トムさん応援してきて、で Twitter でもトムさん応援してきてで今自分の配信戻ってきたとりあえず全部行ってきてトムさん応援してきた。まあ忍者も応援してるけどやっぱり日本を応援するかな。いや日本応援するな、やっぱ日本人やからな。やっぱ日本応援するかな。これでね、なんかね、日本のねゲームしてる子たちっていうのもね結構なんかね e スポーツとかも結構ね盛んになってくると嬉しいから、やっぱ日本を応援するかな。日本人だっけ？日本人やわ。半分日本人、トムさん半分日本人半分イギリス人やけど、そうトムさんのお父さんはイギリス人やで。そうトムさんはハーフやで。そうだけど
on this other point, and now he's in the top 3. They weren't even close before, but just by slowly, consistently gaining points here, you can see they're breaking those thresholds slowly but surely, and Little Whip Warriors no longer here.
Yeah, Little Whip Warriors actually unseated the Chicken Champions there from their control point. They're taking it over. They're trying to get it back, so that's a battle right now. But the Funky Fighters out of nowhere, middle hill, and all of a sudden, just like that, into first place, going to pass 700 in just a second. No, get pushed out, and now they're back in there. Tomoya going off right now. Lumberwreck and Co. down there and trying to push him out. And you can see they're contesting it over and over again, but they're not getting the points they saw last game, falling off the pace.
Yep. They are slowly just battling for this number 1. Chicken Champs kind of overtake it now as well. The Fish Fam not too far either. Everyone's so close here in the top 4. Don't forget, you take a victory, you win 55,000 bonus in prize.
邪魔しようかな邪魔しても別にいいんちゃう。なんか別にもう今はいいわ。 インタビューされてないから何でもええわ。You can get oh
But unfortunately, the timing was just a bit off. And
you can do it, you can get it.
The middle point for how
Go
long
do it, go do it, go do it.
Story because they need these points desperately here. Hand of Blood still alive.
Go do it, you can get it.
Couple of more points. But Scissors is playing the long game.
They can beat them up though.
Eating away at the threshold here at the top.
So Suzu isn't grouped with them. I'm assuming they've sent him to just go either watch middle and be their middle control. No, he just came up the backside. There you go. And just like go.
Oh, いいんちゃう、いいんちゃう、いいんちゃう。
Very well coordinated pitch. Three from the side and Scissors gets taken down, but the funky fresh.
いいんちゃう、いいんちゃう。
1 point.
Yo, so if you are the Fish Fam or Little Whip right now, you have to send somebody to stop them. If that Infinity Blade wielder gets out of spawn and goes anywhere for 1 second, they will win. Somebody has to deny him. It is all on Tomoya. Anywhere he goes, it doesn't have
とりあえずツイッターでもうめっちゃ応援してきたわ。
These are the final moments here, Sundown. Look at him. He's got a slight grin on his face. He wants to do it. Is this the point that he's going to make it? Here it goes. He takes the stake. He does miss. He's going back for it now. His team's up there. All he has to do is sweat just a couple of times. Carrying with this strength, he does not.
And as you watch, check the points on the right-hand side. Nobody is climbing up by the 12s. And as they did that,
いけ。でもこれ1000ポイント取るまでやろ。
Funky Fresh Tomoya will be back and looking to find it, but the contestant is going in the middle. Here's Tomoya, he knows just a second in there, a contestant will be enough.
Yes!
No, he doesn't have knocked down.
いけ、いけ、いけ。
He landed, knocks everyone out. No one's in there. Can he find it? And he does. That's it. His feet.
Yes! Yes! You did it! Good job! Good job!
Station Showdown. Can't wait for more people to start playing. And the funky fresh fighter right there celebrating with his
ママさんうるさい、うるさい、ごめんなさい。
So happy. Let's take a look at this final. Impulse is being a great denial tool. Right there as the player goes down, sent back out, goes in but misses the jump monster.
He almost had the flashiest ending ever. Just kind of died.
Good job.
But it was just good enough. Like you said, he only had to stay there for a bit. And even with the impulse bumping him out, that's it.
And I mean, you saw the impulse explosion the second after going off the team.
いいね
ー。It was not enough to shut down the funky fighters. Tomoya, Kutu, Huzi, Dracius, incredibly well done to take the second match of the first set at the Creative Finals.
Yeah, you know what? I am a funky fighter rooter and supporter now. I'm rooting for them.
Really?
I can't
really?
do it.
Okay, just gonna bandwagon right after. Yay, the next team who won. I'm their fan. But no, great performance coming out from them. And it's one thing we talked about, right? The adaptation that happens from match to match. Lama Rekiko was like,
so who is next team then?
That didn't work out. Yeah, it really didn't in those end game situations. They really just kind of crept up and snuck and took the entire competition.
They did, and they were able to make sure that they got time in the middle when Little Whip and that team weren't able to get there. Lama Rekiko and Little Whip were going at it constantly. Funky Fresh were just able to step there.
Yep, and that's just kind of how it happens, you know? Now they find themselves one step closer to taking
オキママ顔出し配信いつするの？一生せんわ。一瞬耳が死にかけたらごめんなさい。どうもこんにちは。トムさんやったね。もうめっちゃ嬉しい。幸先いいよ。幸先めっちゃいい。もう日本めっちゃいい。
Here. Congratulations, guys. First off and foremost. Now, I got to talk about the moment where you guys were just sitting. You needed 1 point left to win. What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like, I was just imagining, like, losing with 1 point would be terrible. So we just tried to get 1 more point, and we did it. So
it was definitely devastating. I
緊張
was
してる
screaming
ね
in my seat. I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you guys as well. So going into the next games, what do you guys think your strategy is going to be? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? Or gonna mix it up a little bit?
I think doing what we're doing is fine because first game we got second place, second game we won. So yeah, we're gonna try and do the same thing and hopefully win again.
And hopefully have more than a 1 point buffer, right?
Yep, yeah, definitely.
For sure. Now just coming over
え
here
っと、フォートナイトログインしたら見れますよ。
just playing in front of this audience, you know, hearing everybody cheer for you guys to win. What is that
フォー
like?
トナイトログインしたら普通に見れますよ、これ。
It's fun because you compete against everyone else, meet your teammates, and just have fun.
Yeah, and have you guys had a chance to play
そう
together
そ
before?
っからなんですよ。
First time playing together as a team?
ね、嬉しいです。
Is it your first time playing together as a team?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Well, you guys definitely make it look super easy.
初めて一緒にプレイするんやね、この4人。
I'm gonna let you get back, get your synergy back together.
うん、初めて一緒にプレイするんやね。
Thank you so much, Pookie, and the funky, fresh fighters. I mean, their game plan has been solid. Second place, first place. Now, I understand why you might want to bandwagon a little bit, but I'm still gonna hang out with my Llama Record Co. But I want to talk about the
あ、だから国みんなバラバラなんや。
in terms of gameplay.
あ、そういうか、あ、そういうことか。
Definitely not what I expected. I thought Gotaga's team was going to come out here and crush it right behind the Fish Fam. But as you can see, huge upsets. Anything can kind of go either which way. And I mean, talk about like kind of beginner's luck or something like that. You just put a team together. They didn't practice. They're just coming out here and wiping players up. So a lot of talented players here at the Creative Finals.
I mean, Tomoya talked about it. He was like, hey, when I pick my team, very confident there with their death run ability. Want to see what they do in the elimination race during World Run. But doing incredibly well so far at Sky Station. That's going to be a confidence booster because if you can get the Silver Llama there and you're confident in your ability on the World Run, you're set.
Yeah, you're just one step closer. So with the first place and the second place, they're clearly having a good set so far here at the Sky Station Showdown.
Yeah, it's been very well done from them, but it's still anybody's game. Don't forget, the winner of the Silver Llama is the one who has accumulated the most prize money across Twitch. Equates roughly to placements, but you don't get punished if you're placing in that bottom half or all receiving the same amount of prize money in each one of the matches.
Yes, everyone is a winner. So you really have to fight till the end, regardless if you're in the lead or not. This is why these guys are going for it, because this is life-changing prize money on the line.
And I mean, we've seen the difference 10 seconds in that center circle.
さあ、
120
次
right
誰が
there
来るん
makes
や
a
ろ。
huge difference, but enough of us breaking it down. We're going to throw it outside to Bala because he's going to show us what's up with the tactics. Bala, what do you got for us?
I'm out here at the Fan Festival, and I don't have a bandwagon here, but maybe after this set I'll have to hop on somewhere with Monster. We got a ton of awesome action. I've been watching it, and I have to show you guys what went down in that first and second games. It was awesome. First off, the Llama Record Company started off with an amazing take, cohesiveness on the point. Every single time they went up here, they were going from two sides, two angles, and the sword approach at the center, but made sure that he was the most important person not to go down. You see there, Hand of Blood and his teammates all backing up. He's going to have an engagement
あ、ラグいん
on
だ
side. These
あ、こっち
sword
ラグいって
fights
ことや、ほ
are
ら
really easy for him to
ラグ
just
いよ
mow
って
it
書い
down,
て
but
る
immediately as he realizes his teammates are up on the point, about to get up, about to push the
接
ramp,
続切
he
れた
comes up from the side, slices and dices, but meanwhile, they ended up falling down the leaderboard. If you look at it now, where they're at, they're only in second place. Fish Fam was ahead of them. But all while Scissors was dancing and talking all the smack, telling his teammates to try to get the crowd involved, it was Llama Record Company making the plan, making the play to get in towards the center. Absolutely amazing take in the center on this first game. Led to Hand of Blood staying in that point and absolutely dominating with the super point there. Guys, 2 matches down on Sky Station Showdown, 1 more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at the end of this, because I will maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, that's starting to get a little awful crowded, man. Real quick, you guys hopping on those bandwagons. But as you said, there is one more regular Sky Station Showdown match in this set. We will see it again later in the remix version during the Golden Games. And it's been so fun to watch the difference of players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming, and now in this third match, it's only going to get better from these guys.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of team work happening here, and why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here, because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Yes, and this will be the final match of this set. Set one after this, a Silver Llama will be awarded, and we are in the match. It's Sky Station Showdown. Set one about to be over, and here we go.
All right, gotta love those players just kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right, because you can see the banners and the designs on their spawns. And a nice look at our captains right there.
And right away, you can see a number of teams finding ramp paths where they're able to use their first 5 materials. Next 5, Sword does a double jump. Boom. Right to the top. Chicken Champions excellently executed.
あ、また同じチーム？あ、全部同じチーム？あ、変わらないんや。違う違う違う。次のチームと交代とかじゃないんだ。じゃあボドカさんは何時からやっけ？ボドカさんがあと2時間後とか1時間後とか2時間後か。確か2時間後ぐらいよね。
Carnifex having a tough time kind of listening in there. Carnifex was sniped from the side. Now we have Taldak here jumping right in from the Little Whip Warriors. He's going toe to toe. Otaga's down and out.
So, if I'm the Llama Record Company, and I know I've won a match, and then I did okay in the last one. They were in 4th, so they were there. They're close. Monkey Fighters have a win in 2nd place. Do you send somebody to just hard deny the Funky Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Funky Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. Do you think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
Yeah, but the problem is then, the Little Whip Warriors have been so consistent, you literally allowed them to snipe the competition because you over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the server do that. You know, really work for you and dominate the other side. Take that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it.
とりあえず YR さんがママの声でかいっていうかちょっとマイク離すわ。
You challenge the initial opinion there as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top and in a fantastic spot of control right now, building up a 40-point lead.
Yeah, even like Gotaga's team is still in this. They've been doing like relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe to toe, and Ninja strikes him right down.
Go Ninja!
His teammate comes on in. Ravens Revenge. Who is that? Magma comes right up to the top.
だけどごめん。今日の本命はともやさんや。
From Australia, he started playing in Fortnite.
あ、でも本命ボドカさんか。あ、でもともやさんとボドカさんか。2人しか日本人出ないんやろ。これどこで見れるかな。どこでなんか今日の予定って見れるんかな。今日の予定とかってどこで見れるんかな。週末ずっとやるようなワールドカップって確か。今日フライデー金曜日だから金土日って確かワールドカップってあるんよね。前回もそうやったと思うけど。で今日多分日本人ってともやさんとボドカさんYR さん違う違う確かに YR さん出とるけどYR さんそこに出とるけどとりあえず本命今日の本命じゃあ今はトムさんか
And Hand of Blood here in the same shot. Hand of Blood just, he can't do much. He knows there's a team up there. Waits for his entire squad to go up the ramp and then hops right to the top. But now back to
これなんか視点選べたら面白いのにね。なんか好きな プロゲーマーとか好きなプレイヤーの視点選べて見れるようにできたらな、面白いのにな。そしたらずっと見とるわ。そしたらなんかすごいバグりそうよな、ラグくなって。
up to try and get some defense there for Gotaga instead just going to disengage.
It's actually prime movement right there as well. You just see him baiting and switching, going back and forth, trying to get in there, see if he can kind of sneak in and get some extra damage. And here it is, someone's in front of him. He only needs 2 swipes. He goes down, he gets the siphon. Oh, cannot convert another, which would have kept him in the game. His teammates are here though.
We're seeing a lot more points being served. It's a little more top heavy this game, going towards the 10-minute mark right now.
OK、じゃあこれからずっとともやさん勝とうか。なんでこんな差あるの？
Yeah, it does reset, and that might be one of those moments where you opt for deny, and in fact, he does saying, hey, I'm at 5 HP anyway, I'll stay in a bit, I gotta respawn.
Smart play for him. Sunshine Soldiers having a
難しいな。
right now. Not quite sure who they pushed out here, but the impulse are flying overhead. And Gotaga, they've been so good at holding the point here, and this is why they're in the #1 lead.
Boogie Bomb!
Now, particularly when 12 points per second on that central point, he is open. Gotaga checking his surroundings, no shots coming through, and RT actually using the door.
まあいいけどなんかともやさんなんかみたいな。
towards the Little Whip Warriors. Raven's Revenge making their lives difficult this game, but up comes Ninja. RTA goes down, Chappie goes down, Ninja gets a slam. Gotaga, will he be able to find the last hit? Ninja intelligently backs away and strafes it out. Teammate picks that one up, and they get control.
Yeah, I love how he played that, stepping and sidestepping so that he can just stay alive. Because it doesn't matter if your team successfully wipes a point. If you don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the points afterwards, then you cannot earn anything from it. Here comes Gotaga, he's throwing himself into the fire, straight into the point there. Here it is, Tomai to last place. Can they make a miraculous comeback here before the 7-minute mark? Maybe get themselves in the running. They're trying their hardest.
I mean, generally we talk about massacres.
Go, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Oh no,
yeah,
no,
we're
no.
doing well. We're going to stick to our game plan.
That just shows you no one is safe here. These guys are evolving, and they're playing a better game after game. Here goes Scissors. He needs one more swipe there, but Clytax wins the small engagement.
And Clytax has been fragging out so
Twitter
incredibly well.
lagがやばいな。
In players' faces and doing it all with that rare tag, but he's been consistently highest up there in terms of the elim. You see Fortuna trying to get some pressure down, but good defensive building there from Kororo. Ryan Frantic comes out the side and cleans it up, but there is Hand of Blood coming directly down. Danya is also up there. We got a 3-way battle, but it's 4 chickens saying, this is our roost, get out.
That's right, coming right up to own it all for themselves. Rubius doing so good right now. He's from Spain. He actually has a record on, was it YouTube?
あ、でも YouTube だったら YouTube だとコメント書けなくなってるんだね。
Will they be able to
そうい
push
うこと
down
か。
towards the middle? As you can see, Little Wit and Lava Record Company already down.
喧嘩になるからな。
We've seen this story before as the Funky Fresh Fighters go in, but you can barely even hear the shots over the impulse grenades going off as everyone's like, no, 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 we've seen how this goes.
The Funky Fighters need this. The Llama Record Company need this. So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even with the 12-point one,
だってな、ポイントの差がすごい。ちょっと待って。
They are nearly 300 points clear of the next team. Nobody else is contesting there. The Cuddle Crew has not been able to catch up a little bit, but they both just established control in their top zones. And Cuddle Crew won't pass Raven's Revenge by just sticking with 3 points. They're in a fantastic spot to win this match.
Yeah, they've actually been very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that top 4, just doing a pretty good job at staying relevant after all of these rounds. So if Gotaga's team takes this, we actually don't know who can take the set right now. It's actually that close right here. Little Whip Warriors have kind of fallen down a bit here, but Funky Fighters clearly in last place is not good.
And now, right now, you can
今オン
see Tomoya coming in, doing everything he
聞
can
こえる
to
わよ
knock
ア
it
ルさ
down.
ん
Carnifex challenging as best he can, and Lachlan is just hanging out inside the cone.
Lachlan's doing a great job here. He's just kind of hiding, loving the low profile kind of position and take here on the point. He goes hidden, but hey, he has to come out now and defend themselves. It's 3 chickens
やばない
who
聞こえるか
surround
な
him and take down that Cuddle Bear. Oh man.
They're supposed to be the tender defenders, but that was a whole bunch of aggression coming out from them there as they now immediately look and start to take shots. And the Ravens' Revenge have now finally been unseated from their three-point game. So a little bit of room to start for the catch-up, but it is utter chaos in Point D as Tomoya gets taken down and the Funky Fighters are still in 8th place.
There's still 55,000 minimal on this game alone here. You want to win this one. Ravens Revenge. Can they hold it? Or will Cuddle Crew find themselves a big piece of the pie here? Because we're in New York City. You know, you got to make pizza references. That's
このカズって人日本人？あ、ありがとうございます。いらっしゃい。このカズって人日本人なのかな？何やろ。
Waiting for his team, but knowing that time is running short since that middle hill is still open and being constantly contested, but the Cuddle Crew are catching up with their steady three-point game. But now Gotaga goes up right around the back, able to pick up the elim and control the rest.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping up.
じゃあトムさん見せて。
They're keeping it very close.
This is what we were talking about. We wanted to see a strategy come out, something defensive where you can get your control.
話し相手いない。声聞こえる？声聞こえる？ビリって言わないで。今から勝つの。なんでしょう。キラーさんなんでしょうか。
Over, but they do still have a lead as players are trying their best to deny Ravens revenge.
Yes, you have to keep him safe. This is the protect the president strat at its finest. Cuddle Crew still gaining points. Llama Records still getting points. In comes the fire from all the other platforms. Cuddle Crew's putting on pressure. They don't want to give him the freebie here.
コードいつなんですかね。どういうことですか？コードいつなんですかね。コードいつなんですかねってどういうことですか？
But they still have control of the top. They just don't have their sword. It's 2 hops to get up there.
That's right. And now, Lachlan
どういうことでしょうか？
hang out, earn these points. This is what he
ちょっ
needs
と
to
意
do.
味がわかんないんですけど。
He is almost there. The first place can be his. Right now, he can take this lead, Sundown.
But they got control at the same time. It's literally taking over.
日本人はなんかトムさんだけっぽいんですけど、なんかカズっていう人がいるんですよ、他のチームに。その人がなんかあれ？あ、やっぱあれか。
Are you kidding me? The Fish fam step up
and shut him
down.
おめでとう。そう、トムさんだけって言ってるんだけど、なんかカズさんって方がいるんですよ、他のチームに。そのカズさんがなんかハーフなのかなーって思っちゃってて。
To be excited when you see that victory royale screen pop up when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do though.
コードいつなのかっていうのがちょっとよくわからない質問なんですが。いや、カズさんって誰？なんかカズっているんやけど、他のチームに。誰
？And it got taken away, and this is why I love
Who is the
Sky
cause?
Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar
Who
to
is the
Battle Royale,
cause?
where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game. As you see there in Raven's Revenge, closing it out, Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Arthier, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off with, Raven's Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, these are my guys.
歌川はfamous person よね。
Raven's Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. Told you.
He's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Raven's Revenge.
あ、YouTuber?
I am here, son. Now, thank you so much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Raven's Revenge would win. I've got
あ、YouTuber なの。違う、その数チャンネルの数ちゃうわ。違う。なんか、始まった時に出てきた人がいて、
Honestly, it's crazy, and I have
呼び方が違うのかな。
learning a lot from our mistakes, and
わかん
I'm so glad to
な
be
い。
here. To be honest, I don't know to
この
describe
人
it.
有名ちゃう？この人何プロ？
It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with
こ
you.
の人プロの
Alright,
人？
so who's the overall shot caller? Is it Gotaga? Is it you? Who is it?
だからカズチャンネルのカズさんの話しとらんって。カズさんは知っとる。
Okay, what's the strategy like? Are you guys, talking through at the beginning? Are you guys waiting for someone else to make a move? Or are you guys like, no, we're going in first?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that green point. And we were able to control it over them. They ended up wussing off over to the center. And we were able to play our game and play what we wanted.
Awesome. All right, final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
おめでとう。
Going on there, and now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over, just brilliantly done there from RTA, Magma, Chappie, Gotaga. The teamwork from them was just on point. You talked about it, all four strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with the final result, and that puts them immediately into contention because it's cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first silver llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative final.
I actually want to touch on something that, was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. These guys are like that focused here. He's like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which ones. And they're shutting players down, shutting down their competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for Sky Station that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation.
これって何回ぐらいやるの？これを。
If you want to go and try and make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your points, but you can effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this. And occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only push this forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on another team. And there's so many different layers, and I think when we see the remix for this, it's going to get even more exciting.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. The Funky Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2. And then you kind of flop game 3, depending on where they went. Their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really, really, really harmful. But luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in of itself. So there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay par. So 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there. So they should still be at least in the running, but you can't be comfortable.
Oh, ありがとう。
It's so incredible.
And
now we are going to go over the stage. We have the results, and your set one winner is the Funky Fighters. The last match was not enough. The second win in the double goes over to them. They will have that first silver.
NRG Esports,
throwing it up, and I mean,
E11 Gaming,
They did it.
100 なんて読むのかわかんないからこっち。
But it was this celebration right here.
その下が見れない。
I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but it's like, oh, you kind of like get pushed out in the last game,
No,
and then
no.
boom, you get it. But now the silver llama, but they're happy. They realize, and the big thing that gives them a leg up for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another team has to win both of them. But such a great job from the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting.
つないでるから。
Well, and again, we talked with Tomoya beforehand, and he was like, yeah, we're really confident when we can get in the races. We want to be on that world run.
ごめんなさい。超いいところでなんかごたついた。めっちゃごめんなさい。今トムさんがトロフィーもらってたのに。
At some point, as when he recruited his people for this creative challenge, so for him to take what might be one of our, you know, toe-to-toe PvP sessions, that's actually crazy. And here's the team standings, Sundown.
Yeah, look at the final team standings. So Llama Record Code do just get edged out by $1,500 there. The Funky Fighters, you can see on the right-hand side, have been awarded that silver llama. Rounding it out, you have Raven's Revenge in the top 3, Cuddle Crew and Little Whip Warriors both at 55, sitting in 4th and 5th.
1位が1000万で2位が850万ぐらいで3位が750万でって感じかな。
For you guys. Now, I know we released Prop Hunt. It's something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played Red Light, Green Light at some point in time, right? You've been there, you've done it. I know whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a Red Light, Green Light Prop Hunt version where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. It will rotate through every single one of the rounds, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get those points. There are 4 rounds per match monster, and how do they score?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once, and while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves, so when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under the guard tower. So it's actually really difficult, and like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light, / prop hunt style. This is a pretty tough game mode. We've played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is just completely different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Islands. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have the denial. You're able to plan routes out, and you can have strategies, right? So, hey, maybe I want to run all big props the whole time.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game is played.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke. This new game builds off the fun of Prop Hunt with a twist. 8 teams will rotate through different roles on the map.
誰か違うかも。あれ間違えたんかな。なんか今日出てたなんか4人1組やろ。その中になんか他のチームにいたと思ったんよ。
Each team getting 1 turn as the guards. Their objective to defend the incinerator from the other teams.
間違いか。
Only with revolvers and their keen attention to
まあいっ
detail.
か。
During each round, teams of props will earn points
仕
by
方ない。
reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the
もう
prop,
来
the
年
more
ってか次の大会見に行きたいな
Being
会
bigger
場
means
に。
they're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully.
会場
Every
に
few
行き
seconds,
たい
the guard teams will be blinded
ね
for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance
友
to
達に
run
お
to the
願い
hill,
していこ
or
うか
rather,
な
the pit. Once a prop reaches the goal, they respawn at their home base to start over, running as many props as they can before the match ends.
ニューヨー
If
ク
a
やった
player
ら
is
近いん
eliminated,
よな。
they also respawn at their home base.
YR さん
and
一緒に
need
行
to
くか
start the trek all over again. After 4 rounds, each team scores from
YR
their
さん
prop
ニューヨー
rounds
ク
will
ま
be
で来る。
combined, and the team with the most points wins
ただ
the
ニュー
game.
ヨークな
So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, crates, and gnomes.
ホテルが高いんよ。泊まる場所が高いんよ。ニューヨーク行くまではなんともないんやけどな。ニューヨークで泊まる場所が高いってイメージ。
It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky, it's fun. There's a lot of small little minutia that go into it, things you can min-max on, and also there's just a level of ridiculousness that I enjoy so much. Just seeing somebody turn themselves into a literal dumpster and then try and weave their way
あ、
past.
私が払うん私が払っていく。そういうこと。じゃあちょっと待って、宝くじ当てとくわ。
Tournaments and dumpsters, literally. We'll get to see that unfold here.
だってさ、席めっちゃ空いてるやん。
It's very difficult. You guys are gonna see why. It is gonna be tough for some of these guys to bring in those big point objects, and that's just gonna be the name of it. Who can score the most here?
Who can score and how well are you playing defense? How well do you coordinate? Who's watching the right angles? And it's again, it's going to be interesting to see. Do they switch up their strategy after from game 1 to game 2? Because there's so many different things you can do. But we are about to have the world premiere of Junkyard Juke. We are getting into set number 2. The Funky Fighters have 1 silver llama. Who will get the second? We now are in to set 2, match 1, and right away you can see Chappa, Gotaga, Magma, and RTA of Raven's Revenge, and then the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja.
ほら、KAG。カズじゃないのこれって。KAZ 誰やろ。見てみよう。え、誰？
So don't be afraid to take some shots. I mean, we know the trick shotters will.
Yeah, some people are already shooting. They figured
絶
that
対
part
違
out.
うって。お前の気のせいやって。
Yeah, he's kind of looking. He's just blind shooting. Oh, there it is. Now he's firing through. He's noticed, hey, these are not ricocheting off of this curtain here. I can fire right on through. So you want to stop him. You want to force stop him. You want to also kind of memorize the map and the lanes.
And right away,
絶対関係ない、フォートナイト。
down people go, but the first points are starting to come through as Lachlan is able to get in. Hand of Blood's team, the Llama Record Co. also able to get a 10-pointer and then a 5-pointer, following it directly behind. Oh no, it was another 10-pointer. So we already see some of the props having successful runs.
Look at him go. There it is. You saw a big old truck kind of sneak on by, and these objects are slipping right underneath. But who knows how long that'll last. Here's Scissors. You gotta park it. You gotta stay still. Oh, can he blend in?
And one other thing you can note there, the props will clip through other objects that are there. So if you see something that isn't sitting perfectly naturally like Scissors was, right there, clipped into it, boom, got him brilliantly done. Lachlan hits one of those bounce pads that are stuck in there. They will launch you up in the air, but great
あ、フェイズの人なんや。
Sandy and Tomoe utilizing the air conditioners to find their way to the end. Bensor and Alex JJ desperately trying to get in. Alex JJ for another 10-point prop, and Hand of Blood gets picked up just before. That would have been
どうしよう、フェイズって聞いたらな。
Sunshine Soldiers in first place with 35 points.
They are finding
玉尾さ
their
んしか思
rhythm
い浮か
here.
ばん。
Sunshine Soldiers taking the lead right now. This is a hard game mode to break free in because you got to think about it. These guards are not playing around. They are shooters, right?
あ、顔見たら
At
な。
the end of the day, something looks off, something looks odd, like this white vent right here.
なん
You're
か
just gonna get popped.
どっ
So you
か
gotta
の
be
血
careful
入っ
here.
とるん
And
や。
there it is. Nice job of, kind of hitting the brakes here. And oh, he hits one of those trap doors. Let's talk about that, Sundown.
So you can actually see it. There is the little tiny springs. They launch you upward. There's a couple that can be chained into each other. But if you are one of those bigger objects and you get sent up, you are just quite literally sometimes flying garbage.
Yeah. But, you know, it would be too easy if we didn't lay traps around, right? So, you know, got to kind of spice it up for the people that are turned into props, too.
So you can also, actually, the people who can turn into props, there's one pathway where you can chain 2 of them together. So if you can get there, you almost land directly in front of it. So as long as you time it correctly, you can like use them slightly to your advantage, but most of the time they're a little bit more annoying. And boom, you can see that rusted truck going in. And now the Funky Fighters pulling out another lead, 60 points so far.
And this is something important to know, guys. You have to get it into the incinerator, fully processed before the timer counts down, or else your point will not be processed.
Which is a big thing on the min-maxing. What we mean by that is maximizing your efficiency. So if you were to get the most points possible, you run only 10 points the entire time, not only because they're worth more, but they take less time to sort because they're the first one that goes through. The 2-point props are able to run, I don't want to say relatively easier, but much easier compared to a dumpster in a car, particularly because you have cover. With that being said, it takes about an extra 3 to 4 seconds to sort, so it makes it that much less efficient, plus being only 20% of the point.
何これかくれんぼするってこと？
Achin and Zondo over here.
Hide and seek
Smaller
って言っ
objects.
て
They're
た。
kind of blending right into all of the dumpster trash. Clearly harder to track down and kind of, I guess, how do I say this? Sort out, right?
Yeah.
ああ、だるまさんが転んだ的な？
Exactly. You want things that don't stick out, or you want to find a path for an object that you can take all the time. So you notice how there's a section where there's like 4 or 5 rusted cars. Grab a rusted car and go park yourself with those, because yes, the guy knows, oh, there's a bunch of rusted cars there. Screen goes back up. Oh, there's still a bunch of rusted cars there. I'm good. Next thing you know, the prop walks his way up. You can also add some running walk rotation. So if you hit your crouch button, whatever you had that bound to, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping, so it will send you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
And this is also those moments, right? When you're in the guard, oh, someone spotted there, popped him. Tomoya, nice job seeing something out of the ordinary. But notice, he gets an elimination on the object. You don't earn points for that. So it's just your top job to stop everyone from getting any kind of points, so don't break away with the lead. When you're in the guard tower,
クラン活動してた？
and you're not scoring.
Which can end up being very interesting if the team in the lead, which generally happens because you have 3 chances to score, is shooting last round. Right? Because then it's all about how good are your pressure. And one other thing you can see, starting to fire through the screens, very well done for them, picking up an elim there. But right now, Kadoku already
これの意味がわかんないんだけど、なんやろ。
But they're 5-point processes, and it goes through as 2 more dumpsters throw themselves into the fray.
Yeah, and that's because the Funky Fighters cannot earn points here in the guard round. The Sunshine Soldiers using this opportunity once again to just break away even closer to taking lead. And the Chicken Champions can't earn anything either.
I love that from Clitax. Right away, hides himself behind the box, and you see his hands. He's like, please, please make sure it's not there. And then boom, gets the point, gets a nice little selfie going in. And you can see all of them getting sorted there. Another way, I'm all about the min-maxing. Point your camera towards the end. You go just a little bit faster.
Sundown pulling out the strats here. The question is, can our competitors figure it out fast enough with their limited amount of games here? But 20 seconds on the clock. Can he get this in time? Remember, you gotta grab the dumpster, drop the dumpster, and get it processed. That was perfect.
That was so good by Stuart000 because he dodged.
リア友を起こしに家まで行く。それはやばい。
And be like, oh no, I'm good. And that was the last run. None of these props are going to be able to get sorted. Lockley gets picked out at the end. You can see 3, 2, 1, but not going to be enough. You need to get all the way through and sorted on the point as the rest of the denial comes through, and we're gonna rotate the guards up again.
Yes, so we will have some new guards take their place. This is honestly Chicken Champions' opportunity to start scoring some points and hopefully close up the gap here. The Sunshine Soldiers are now at the bottom layer of the guard tower, and the Fish Fam are at the top. So it is time to kind of mix it up.
穴に降りたらポイント入る。あ、そういうこと。全然わかんない。で、上の人たちがそれを阻止する。多分それやったら下俺の言う。あ、そういうこと。全く意味わからん。
Not a ton of scoring going past them, only 35 points off the pace. But what I'm shocked about right now is there is nobody running 2-point props at all. 0.
Tomoya is a genius. He was already spotted out for the statue. He kind of hit over to the side and said, you know what, I kind of got to wait here. I can't park this statue on the open. He's going to be hunting for me. And that's exactly what he does. Kind of sits it over on the side there. And that's how he earns himself another point. So they're actually playing very, very smart here. And that's why they've been doing so good at these competitions.
I think the guard looks suspicious, don't let it through. You're the
ね、
guards
コ
and
ン
you
トロ
want to
ー
do
ラ
as much as possible. And again,
たまに
every
黒くなると
match
きに
is
オ
for
ブジェになった人たちが動く
$55,000
的
for
な
the
それはわ
winning
か
team.
る
You want that, and that will lead into the llamas as well. You don't want to end up
そ
in
れは
that
わか
4th
る
to
んよ
8th spot. You want to push past your competitors as we see a whole mess of air conditioners going in the
だからね、なんかだるまさんが転んだ的なのかなと思った。
Also climbing their way up the leaderboard, 110 points so far.
Great job for the Llama Record Company. Alex, JJ, Carnifex, Venos, and Hand of Blood. This team is doing great right here as they seemingly inch their way to the top somehow, overtaking the Cuddle Crew. Which, by the way, Lackland's team has been showing up here. It's good to see them, you know, catch a little bit of domination here in this junkyard juke.
Well, like we said, the creative finals is all about celebrating the different types of creative skills. There's different ways to express that. We have the World Run where it's there. We saw Sky Station Showdown, which shows off building in team tactics. And right now, Prop Hunt is all about min-maxing efficiency, working together, and hitting your shots.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you're in that guard tower, you don't have opportunity to miss. You let them score, they're going to break free and break away with the lead. Here's a look at Svenos here, who's that bullseye, just kind of blending right in.
トムさんやったらいけそうやけどね。なんかめっちゃこういうのうまそうちゃう。
Really?
He's floating up there.
You can see kind of like the look on his face. He's like, there's
なん
no
か
way
ト
this
ム
works.
さんってこういうなんか遊び系うまそう。
Orientation of your prop. So you notice he actually swapped his camera and pointed in the other direction. Unfortunately, was clipping into the trash bag there. But if you're running forward, your prop faces backwards. So you need to run and then turn, settle yourself. That's the best way. Or you orient yourself around the stuff that's near you. Because if you're facing in a totally random direction, that'll earn a bullet in most circumstances.
I love how aggressive they were at the final moments. The clock was.
You gotta go.
Yeah, the clock was ticking. They're like, you know what, we gotta get in here. But that was round 3 of 4 for this first game right here. And you know, it's kind of going either which way. So if you've already had your shot at the guard tower, you're safe. You're good. You can keep getting points. But if this is your last opportunity, you're in a guard tower. That's all the points you got. That's it. They have to hold strong.
So this is where it really comes into mind who is running, who is in the tower, and what does the scoreboard look like. So right now we can see right away Llama Record Co. is up there, and I believe it's with, I didn't see who that other team was. When we pan back over, we'll call that out. But Llama Record Co. is in first right now, and I think Cuddle Crew is with them as well. So it's typical that the top 2 would be up there, and it is. The top 2 teams are in the guard tower. So right now, everyone needs to unseat them, otherwise they will take this first match of set 2.
I'll be honest with you, it's a pretty big lead. That's a substantial lead. Whoever is left in the game, the Sunshine Soldiers, the Funky Fighters, the Chicken Champions, you got to bring these big items through and do it successfully with the limited time left in this round right here, because if not, it's going to be hard to catch up to that 150.
We're starting to see a little bit more consistency right there. And look at Svenos shooting. He's just shooting everything. He's not worried in terms of going through there. Does hit one elim, fires the shots off going through, trying to look at just anything that he thinks doesn't look normal. Anything that maybe not have been there before.
It's like one of my favorite things, watching him just shoot the boxes like, what's that? Was that there? Was that there? Was that there? Was that there? He's just taking his shots. That's exactly what you got to do here if you want to hold this lead here. And that's why they're dominating. You can see the no hesitation really coming out of them. And that's why they have the lead right now. And it's great. It's great that they're hitting his shots. It's great that Svenos is holding it down.
Ah,
But the Funky Fighters, we talked about it, eyes on them, already up to 120. One more 10-point prop will put them past. And unfortunately for Ninja there, does get hit on the springboard, but gets in anyway. So just a little bit of time loss. A great shot from Lachlan. My lord, I barely even saw that.
Ford Turtle from Australia hit a springboard, and Lachlan shut that down. His fellow Australian brother right there. Very nicely done. You don't want to hit those springboards, man.
And now you can see 125 from the Funky Fighters. They're doing everything they can to overtake. They want this match victory. They want to keep the momentum rolling. But the Cuddle Group is doing a great job of picking up targets and running their timeout. Getting some both right as they get out of spawn and before they're about to score, which the waste of time is even that much more efficient, but unfortunately not finding anything there.
Yeah, Lachlan is really not timing his kind of rotations and reloads properly. Notice he's not also utilizing the shooting through the curtain factor there. He's kind of holding himself back. That's why you saw him with a couple Elans right there. But you got to put that pressure down, lock down these lanes so that they don't just get like free rotations through, right?
And again, we talked about it a little bit. I'm very surprised nobody is just consistently running 2-point props. You can get them in close to every run if you pick the right path and you take the covered angles. It's very difficult to stop them, particularly with the smaller hitboxes. But so far, we've only seen 2 scored.
Yep, and I like that. Cuddle Crew right there, 130 points. This is their time. Cuddle Crew is still doing really good defense right here. Oh no, but you know, Cass's curse. I feel so bad. Chicken Champion comes up out of nowhere, takes that one right away.
Able to get him there, and now the Funky Fighters 5 points out. Anything
意外と
going
面
in
白そう
will be enough, and the time ticks over. They didn't get it in there. Oh.
ね、意外と面白そうやね、これ。これ意外と面白そう。
We good, brilliantly done from them, and that's what I'm talking about. When you're sitting there on defense, you know exactly how long you need to keep them out, exactly what you need to do in order to take the victory, and no surprise there, the guys who are all about that apocalypse game mode during the creative trials, able to take home the very first match ever on Junkyard Juke.
That was well played, a valiant effort for everyone that participated in that run right there, and it was a close one. 150 points to the contender having 145. Just 1 point. One small radiator.
And this is what I'm talking about, where if you had one person who was running just 2-point props there and got their successful runs at the end, they would have it. That's 3 successful runs. That takes about a minute, and you could have collected it.
So go ahead. Maybe some of these guys need a little help here. Let's redo this. What would you suggest here, Sundown?
I don't want to say suggest, but I had an opportunity to play a decent amount of it. I'm a big fan of kind of adjusting based off of the scoreline. So if you're seeing you're able to consistently keep running 2-point props, get the guaranteed points. If somebody's playing really good defense and you're not getting 10-point props in, you need to pivot away from that strategy. Because getting any points at all is better than none, and particularly if you waste a run on a dumpster where the entire time you're going and then you're stopping, and you're going and then you're stopping. Eventually, even if you get all the way to the end, sometimes it's not enough. Right? And then you've wasted that 35, 45 seconds, 3 rotations to get just there, whereas you could have grabbed the burger, grabbed the bucket, and ran the entire time, weaved around, trying to like catch a good area, as we saw with the statue, able to hide around a corner. So would love to see in the next match a little bit more, I don't want to say like determination going into it, but be a little bit more deliberate.
That's right. Well, let's go on and hear from some of the deliberate actions over with Zeke.
What's up, guys? I'm hanging out with the Llama Record Company. They took away the prop hunt 5-point lead. You guys locked it up at the very end. And Blood, I'm going to start with you. And one person I want to call out specifically is this man right here, Svenos. Very tall, tallest man on the planet. It feels like this guy's a very good pick for your team. And I want to know why him, and then also why you picked these other 2.
Yeah, I mean, I picked all those guys because this game mode is all about skill. There are no random things in it. You need good aim, you need decision making for sure. And Svenos, I mean, he's like a Spandau. He really likes Spandau. That's kind of the best city in the world. And that's why I picked him first, for example.
Okay, now Svenos, I'm going to put you on blast for a second because we've known each other quite a while. I'd like to believe that your creativity is what allowed you to win. Let's think back to the time where you wore an entire green outfit. And you danced and had a galaxy over yourself. Do you feel like that galaxy and that kind of creativity helped you get this dub?
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
歌長さんやめて、それは言うやめて。
probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go over this way now. What do you think about that game? Was it what you expected? Was it different? Did it catch you off guard? Were you ready to just jump into it?
It's enjoyable. Once you get the hang of it, it gets a lot easier. You've just got to work out who's good at aiming, which team's on the tower, and after that, you're good.
All right, final question. Do you think you have what it takes? Are you gonna? Is the Llama Record Company going to be the team? You think someone else is standing in your way, or is it all you guys?
あのモードしていねえかな。やりてえわ、楽しそう。
There you go, man. A few words. That's all they need. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Best of luck going forward. Back to you guys on the desk.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Another brilliant performance there coming out of the Llama Record Company. We talked about their versatility. We talked about how quickly they pick up competitive matches. But this is what happened in the first set, right? They were there. They were confident. They're like, yeah, once you get it, it's easy. and then all the other teams immediately caught up. So it'll be very interesting to see if that same story from set 1 is what's happening in set 2.
Yep, that's right. Alex up there said it best. You know, he had the confidence, he felt good in those final moments. Hey, you know, once you figure out who's aiming,
仕方ないな、5万で作ってあげる。いらねえ。5万円払っても欲しかねえわ。
Because again, we talked about that. If you waste all the time to run through, and the guy hits a lucky, or I don't want to say lucky blind fire, but a consistent blind fire through there, don't keep running that way. But like we said, this is the first time seeing the junkyard juke mode, and we talked about the prop hunt mode earlier, but you can play it live right now in game. There's an LTM that's available only for this weekend. Let's check it out.
あ、これなんだ。ドロップハントってモードなんや。あ、ちゃうわ。お前なんじゃこのモード。あれ全部俺。50円高いわ。あげんな。あげちゃダメ。
Like we said, you can check that out live in client. It's an LTM that is available only for this weekend. And Monster, have you had a chance to play prop hunt?
Well, all week long now, I finally really got to experience the prop hunt. And before this, I kind of heard you guys talk about it. I was like, is that something I want to try out? But no, it honestly was very fun.
There's so many just fun moments, but the ability to then push it to a competitive level. These guys are doing great, but we're now going to get into match 2 of set 2. The second time you will have seen Junkyard Juke, and let's see who is able to push on. The match is about to start. Here we go. The creative finals at the Fortnite World Cup. Set 2, match 2 of Junkyard Juke.
In the tower, we have Ninja's team, the Little, Whip, Warriors, Taco, Gaz, Taldoc. We're jumping straight into their POV. So notice Ninja firing right through those blinds. He saw something moving back there. He's trying to pinpoint. What was it? He does, of course, track him down. Sport Turtle, who just a little pixel. You know, you stand out, you're going to get popped here.
He needs to make sure he's still watching his left-hand side, though, because there is a whole run on that corner right now where people would be able to come out, and now all of a sudden you see Alex, JJ, Tyler, Ryan Fanta, MSYB all heading that direction. Nobody is checking that corner. He's checking it every now and then, but he's primarily aiming on the right, and right as I say that now looks back on over as the rush comes through, but MSYB and Rubius are able to get in. Brilliantly done from them, getting the first points on the board as the Funky Fighters again are able to pull out. What
do you think? Would you rather be up in the guard tower first and kind of get that out the way, or would you prefer to kind of jump in as a prop and get your points first?
So for me, it depends if I can get a lead. If I have a lead, obviously I want to be a guard tower because I'm very confident in my ability to just spam shots in the right direction because I know like I can find the sight line and all that. With that being said, if you can get in the guard tower early and do incredibly well, it gives you the bonus. You know how many points you need to get. You know how consistent and fast you can run. And right now we're seeing a lot more 5-point props than last year. Consistently trying to get those in, recognizing, hey, they're a little bit quicker. People are finding their angles now. But as I say that Achim with the Sunshine Soldiers gets in that truck. 10 points going over to them, and 15 actually as a 5-pointer got sorted right at the same time.
That was perfect. Yeah, and the Sunshine Soldiers had a great last run. Really pulled it together. They were at the top for a while there, but in those final moments, we saw the Chicken Champions take away and kind of break away. Now, no surprise, Chicken Champions, they're feeling it. They found their rhythm towards the end of the last one. If they carry that over, this is going to be a close one.
Yeah, you can see Carnifex hits the jump pad twice over there, doing everything he can to not get hit, and he does get the teddy bear in. 10 points going through, and Flytex gets picked right at the edge.
Right through the current. Taco was like, you know what? I'm going to check the close area. Look at how Chappie's doing as well. He's actually eliminated 9 props so far. So he's really firing away, trying to see if anyone's trying to make a mad dash while the curtains are up, and Sandy gets caught right there.
Good shot right away. 20 seconds left, so players need to start running if they're going. Good shots coming out from Travis. Saw the truck over on the side, is able to pick that one up, and now is looking for the smaller props towards the side. Knew there was movement, just wants to fire it up. Only 10 seconds left. They should be able to get the defense, but there goes a bucket. Look at it.
Oh,
the cactus.
Those are hard to hit.
Was able to pick it up just at the last second. Good attempt from Kutu, and you can see the points already coming across. Players so far sticking to their game plan. 5 and 10 point props all the way.
That is the way to go inch your
いや、い
way
いよ、
up
教えなく
and
ていいよ。
over to that victory there. But that was just the first round of 4 here. Round 2 is going to begin. What's going to happen now is again the guard tower is going to mix up. We're going to see new players in the guard
や
tower
っぱね、
and then
この中で使いたい
the
って
other
言っ
players
た
that
ら
were
ね、
previously in the guard
ね、こ
tower
れ、
back on
母、ドラゴン上にあったの。
Yes, you get 1 round in the guard tower, 3 rounds of running as the props, and you can see right away now you have the funky fighters up top, and the shots will go out as soon as the blinds go down, not letting anything happen.
これコントローラーパッドで強くね。マジで使えば。
These trucks waddle about, really trying to find their way, and they see the light go to change, plant themselves down, and they were back out to the field here.
Yep, and desperately trying to avoid. Oh, there's no way. You're stacked on top of each other. Come on, you gotta shoot one of the two. Shots are going towards it, but right now Zan trying to get that cuddly cute teddy bear into the incinerator. Not a sentence I ever thought I would say there. As the archer is now doing everything he can, hits the bounce target twice and is able to convert. As Magma gets another good run, under the shots of Dracius.
This is just getting closer and closer. So we have a 3-way tie now. The Fish Man, Llama Wrecker Company, the Cuddle Crew, all at the top here. It's still a very close game so far. Dan Yan right here from the Sunshine Soldiers, peeking around, using that camera angle, trying to see when it's time. Wants to waste no time here. Bat, it goes down and off to the races she goes. But will it change? Yep. Actually, stops early too. Says, you know what? I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna stop before the curtain comes up.
And she has to be having a blast right now. She says one of her favorite things about creative mode is kind of the wacky and wanian situations you get into, particularly like prop hunt. So this must be a game mode that she's doing incredibly well and enjoying herself in. As you can see there, her team is able to get a couple of props in there. Gotaga and Clytex try to make the final little sprint. Hand of Blood gets another 10 points over, as does Taco with a 5-point statue there. Scissors is hanging around on the side there. Will go through. No, I did not mean to call you trash. You just are a dumpster now, quite literally.
Quite literally, but oh, the rage! I read the lips, he said I was so mad.
Are コントローラー充電少ない？あ、いや、あるよな。びっくりした。真っ暗な画面。あ、始まった。一緒に。
70-70, and as I said, Fishman does get their 80th point, but Locke hanging out on top of the Rebel. 28 seconds left. Does find an angle. That
you know,
no
he actually
really
didn't park either. He just jumped on top of it. You know, I haven't been to this section here where all the
this is the section I'm talking about, where you can grab a burger in a bucket, go out, and not expose yourself except for during one period. And as long as you either full run the time through, or you opt to sit still during that time, then you're good. You will score literally every single run. It's just you have to get 2 point drop, and you have to go to that exit.
Oh, Dan Yan right there, unfortunately, couldn't push through in those final moments there. And that was round 2 of 4, as we are looking to get into round 3 next. So Ninja every single set matters, right? Every game matters. Because there's a lot of positive.
Yes, every single match is scored before 4 radiant of money going from 55,000 dollars down to 20, and then you have the 4th through 10th all receiving 10. That prize is then decided who will receive the silver llama. Funky Fighters currently have one, but who will be able to press with them?
Clytax, that vehicle is way too big, buddy. You
これ
can't
無
just
人
try
だ
to
ろうな、
squeeze
意
it
外と。
behind that and not think someone's going to see the tail end of it. Here we have Benzor and Dracius close by one another. Benzor gets popped through the blinds there. And wait, so he's going to take a couple shots. He said, does his truck belong here? He didn't miss though. Look for him. The bad aim and that moment right there is going to allow him to sneak that big 10-point. No! He gets it out. Right there, that's no points for him.
ケロ、確かガンプラ好きやったっけ？俺ケロ軍曹見たことないよね、知ってるけど全然見てない。これさ、はっきりチート行為できるんじゃね？はっきり言うとこれだってあの武器を持ってそこにある本になればいいやろ。無理かでも。おお、忍者飛んだ。
still
バ
in
レ
the
た。
running here.
バレてない。すげえ。
Looking around, you see Tyler
なんかそこら辺ジャンプパッドみたいなの書い
straight
て
through the curtain.
る
Almost looks like he's beelining
す
his
ごい
shots
ビ
down
ヤ
the
ーンっ
aisle
てジャン
there,
プするけど
trying to see if he can get anyone trying to exit out. Zan sees one
キロ軍曹小さい時めっちゃ見ちゃった。ゆうなさんや。キロ軍曹であり。
Fishman needs to communicate better right now. Nobody was covering that other side, and we saw two teams able to get a decent.
ほらキロロいるやん。ほらキロロいるやん。チキンにキロロいるよ。
Fishman are up on top right now. Are the guards, which means they're not scoring points.
He's so fast. Ryan Bronze is so fast here with this prop. Even moving it, he doesn't care. He's going all the way for it. He's got to watch for traps. See the fear? He's like, you know what? I'm not even going to risk it. I'm going to wait here and get the secure point.
So one important thing to notice too is Ryan is taking paths consistently that take him to the corner of the guard tower. Because the corner provides you with a little bit of natural cover and it breaks the sight. If you're only staring out in one direction, it's super easy to be like, no, that car was not there. I know it was. If you're flipping back and forth,
ねえ、YR さん、マシュメロの黒のさ、ハンマー出てるで、見た？
Oh boy, is MSYB going to be able to sneak this huge chuck in? Oh, he actually hit something there. He's going to sneak it right underneath, lucky for him.
あ、ゆうなさん。
But just that big archery target.
で、しかもなんか情報を見たらさ、なんかクリエイターの人になんかコードを配布されとったらしくて、それをなんかどっかに打ち込むと、なんか限定のなんかスプレーがもらえるみたいなやつがあったらしいんだけど、全然わかんない。なんかクリエイターの人とかなんかコード配布された？ゆうなさんなんかコードとか配布されました？なんかこのワールドカップの何かイベントか何かでクリエイターの人たちになんかコードをなんか10個か何か配布されたらしくて、なんか視聴者さんになんか配布して、でこのもらった視聴者さんがどっかで入力するとなんか限定のなんかスプレーがもらえるみたいな。なんか結構なんかいろんなチャンネルでなんか書かれてるんですよね今。そうだからそれが何なのか分からなくて、うちらほらクリエイターサポートとかまだされてないし、まだそういうレベルじゃないんで、そういうなさんに聞こうと思って。されてないと思う？ねえ、メロハンマー欲しい。今ちょっとプレステログインしなきゃ。もうやばい、かわいい、かっこいい。黒のメロハンマーめっちゃかっこいい。めっちゃ欲しい。庄司さんが何？大概にせえよ。ボドカさん応援するで。もうボドカさんが出てくるまであと1時間半や。庄司さんが配信してる？庄司さんなんかこのスプレーのやつとかなんか情報言ってる？なんもないやろ。なんか大手はこんなのやってないんよ。そう、大概日西洋のボドカさんを1時間半後に多分出てくるから、そうなったらもうまたボドカさんが出てくるときに1回また配信切り替えて、ボドカさん用にまた切り替える。あ、そっか、庄司さんクリサポ申請めんどくさいってやってないよな、確か。そうやそうや、あの人なんかややこしいめんどくさいからっつってやってない人だったわ。そうや、忘れとったわ。そう、トムさんとボドカさんとで配信をまた分けるって形にするわ。マシュメロ全部欲しい。 し、そう、今やね、今ね、再販来てるから、今やったら全部買えるで。メール見てきたけど何もなかった。ありがとう、ゆうなさん、わざわざ。じゃあ、あれかな、ガセネタかな。違う、さっきね、コメント欄で、なんかコード配布とか、なんか、書かれてたから、何の話してるんやろうと思って、他の配信者とかも見に行ったら、なんか結構書かれてたから、それでゆうなさんに聞いたんよね。買ってママが買うん無理無理無理。そんなに V バックス入っておらんで。まず V バックスいくら入ってるかも知らんもん。マジで V バックスいくら入ってるかも知らんって。だってハンマー800も800やもん。今いくら入ってるか知らんもん。いくら入ってるんやろ V バックス。キャッシュちゃうで。
Yes, it's not over yet. That's just another team who takes a victory here, making it that much closer of a running so far. And we saw the Ravens' revenge kind of sneak up too. You need as many points as possible. The bigger the placement, the better the prize as well for the round. So you can't just give up either. You got to push it all the way to the final moment.
And hey, hats off to whoever's call that was on Ravens' Revenge. That was a brilliant decision, showing exactly why you were able to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals, why you're playing on that stage. Those are the big plays, but again, brilliantly done from the Chicken Champions. Consistent runs, stuck to their statues, stuck to their routes, and took the corners. And now we're actually going to have a chance to talk to our Chicken Champions, the Match 2 champions. Zeke has them up there on the top floor. Zeke, what do you got for us?
What's going on, guys? I'm hanging out with the Chicken Champions, guys. That game was insane. Feathers were flying, and you guys clutched it up.
キャッシュにしましょう。指紋一つで数十万使えます。嫌です。恐ろしい。そんなの恐ろしくてできません。
All right, then I'm coming to you, Mr. Carey. What was the strategy? How did you get the 10 points in there? Was it the same every time? Did you switch things up?
Yeah, go for the 10 points each time and do the same strategy, and it seems to work.
So in this intense game of red light, green light, were you like stopping early, or were you just like going as far as you could go and then waiting for someone to spot you and stopping, or what was your plan?
I'm taking it very patiently.
All right, now over to you guys. What do you guys think of this game mode? Has it been everything you thought it's been?
Yeah.
Something. What do you want to tell them?
Thanks for the support from Spain for the other world, and my team is it's good in this mode, and will we win the next match?
There you go. The excitement is real, gentlemen. Congratulations. Best of luck going forward. We're sending it back your way.
Brilliantly done there from the Chicken Champions. Thank you so much.
てかユーナさんたちまだ起きてるんやね。
They stuck to the gameplay and shout out to Bensor. The one thing he was looking forward to on this trip, he wanted to play in front of a big crowd. He got that moment running through.
3300円で全部買えるよ。
And immediate LBBS turned to him and was like, "That's all him, man. He put the team on his back."
あ、やば。これ入った。これ入った。
Good thing, but in this circumstance, hey, it worked out for him.
Yeah, another prop to Kyoto as well. The only or one of two controller players here, you know, in the creative finals. So very nice of him to kind of represent for those guys as well. And again, just showing that.
お疲れユーナさん。
He had the moves, was able to find the right angles, and now.
ボドカのところ録画しといて。了解。
What was the big thing that stuck out from you that was different?
一応多分ね、配信はするけど多分残してあかんと思うから、限定公開にして、アマさんにそれだけ送っとくわ。もしアマさん見ないのやったら、限定公開にして、DM で送っとくわ。
So with that, we're going to hop into some of the tips and tricks that I've seen from the Junkyard Juke so far. we can roll the clip right now as all these players. The first thing I want to point out is there are these springboards. Fortunately, Danyan gets picked out of the sky there. Not too happy about that. But moving on to Tomoya using the statue. This is one of the interesting scores I saw with the statue. Those higher point objects being useful. Scissors here with the springboard, the recovery, and just barely doesn't get into the incinerator at the last second. And then here we have Tomoya. No, sorry, we have again just an awesome run towards them.
ありがとう。めっちゃトムさんのこと好きやね、君。
Crossing the street at the same time. Here's Tracius hitting some amazing shots through the black. And then he just continues shooting, just hoping that he can get a shot. This is the other team, the Cuddle Crew, doing the same thing, but then also synchronizing, making sure they have coverage on all angles. Finally, Tomoya made some amazing calls. We'll listen to them in a second, but this is what he did. Always timing it perfectly so that he can get in and make sure that his teammates also go at the same time and make it into that incinerator. So we're going to head and listen to what those communications were like from Tomoya and team. In this one, they made sure the countdown was perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I got 10. I got 10. We are both. We are both.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Oh, they kill me. If they don't kill me, I score 10. Don't 1, 2, 3, okay, I got 5. 4. I got 10. No, he killed me. Oh. We are strong team.
Yeah,
I scored 0 in the second round. That's the problem.
I scored 0 in the first one, so. Like, we are all close points.
There you go. The Funky Fighters, you know they won the first Silver Llama. We're going to see if they can win the next one. We got one more match here.
ピンクもいっぱいよね。ラマもいっぱいいるで。アフロもいっぱいやし。なんかチームごとに分かれとる。
That's one thing I hadn't considered. I was just kind of like, yeah, it's going to come up now. But these guys all on comms talking, have one guy count.